Welcome to Mr. Moon has left the building. Addy, how are we?
I am wonderful, mate. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
I like doing these little, the shorter version videos this week. So our discussion today is Frank Lampard to West Ham as manager has been touted. I've seen it pop up quite a bit over Instagram this week. I haven't really seen it anywhere else. What it sounds like is he's been sounded out to be our next manager. Now, it's funny because I had this exact conversation with Frank earlier this summer. I had a conversation with him to say, like, is it time to put it all to bed? And he would love to. I can definitely say that. I think he's matured. I think the fans have matured. And I think we spoke about like his dad's legacy at West Ham, which has almost not been forgotten, but I think it all got a bit carried away with Frank, to be honest with you, on both sides. But it was very weird, like, after we had that conversation, because I said to him, well, I think we should put it all to bed, because I think one day you've got the chance to be West Ham manager. And he's been sounded out. What are your thoughts on it? Go on. I want your thoughts first.
I mean, I struggle with it for a few reasons. I mean, the main reason that he's hated by the majority of our fan base, rightly or wrongly, I might add. I find it all very bizarre why he's hated so much, to be honest with you. And, you know, like you said, his dad is a legend at the club. And to treat his son like that, to me, just terrible, absolutely terrible.
And I think it was a tit for tat. What happened was, we went after him when he went to Chelsea, right? For some reason, that one angered us more than any of them. Because, let's be honest, Joe Cole went there, and it never angered us. Like, Defoe obviously went to thingy, that angered us. Glenn Johnson never angered us, but Frank did, right? And then, obviously, they started with the songs, and he bit back. And he started, his biting back was kissing the badge, and it made it all worse. It was a whole episode that could have been completely avoided because Rio left us, let's remember, and everyone loved him, cheered his name. It was weird why West Ham fans did not respect Frank Lampard when they really should have, because he was a fantastic player for us, insane. He's one of us, like an out-and-out West Ham fan. He's part of the West Ham footballing royalty with his dad and his dad's connection with Bobby Moore and everyone else. So it's the maddest one. And I suppose if I was him, I would have said, fuck West Ham as well. Fuck you all.
Absolutely.
So looking back on it in hindsight, and every one of us as a West Ham fan was been involved in songs and things like that. They clearly hurt him really badly for him to go over the edge and basically say, like, I hate West Ham. Because he doesn't. He loves West Ham. He grew up West Ham, more West Ham than any one of us growing up. So it's actually an area. It's only as you get older now. Because it's all fun and games when you're singing the songs, isn't it? But you don't actually think of how it's probably affected him. And it probably affected him even more than it would anyone else because of his affiliation with West Ham.
Well, and this is the reason why I just can't fathom that we're sounding him out. One, obviously, like I said, what our fan base thinks of him. Two, surely he doesn't want to come back after all that. But like you said, maybe in his head it's bygone be bygones. But I would think, like, you know, why would he want to? Why would he want to come back? And then three, why would the board sound him out when they know what most of our fan base think of him?
Well, especially at the moment with obviously the fans wanting the board out, it seems like the very odd thing to be going sounding out a manager and letting it leak. And the manager being one that the fans do not like.
It's just
that is mind-boggling. I've got to be honest with you. I think Frank's been unfairly treated as a manager a little bit. I actually think Frank Lampard's a much better manager than he probably is. I think he done an amazing job at Derby. I think he then done an amazing job at Chelsea when they had a transfer embargo. He then he got him in the Champions League, remember, after they were not allowed to sign any players and they lost Eden Hazard that year. He then took the wrong job in Everton, where that club was going absolutely nowhere at the time. I think it was a terrible move for him. Took the wrong job at going back to Chelsea at the wrong time after Graham Potter was sacked. It was in free fall going down, wasn't it? And then he's doing a really, really good job at Coventry. So he took them from the bottom of the league to the playoffs last year, and they were so unlucky. I think Frank's got a lot to give. He's a very, very intelligent man.
Yeah, he's very intelligent.
Was an incredible trainer and work ethic. That's always been spoke about him. I can see Frank getting one good run as a job and maybe being the next England manager at some point. And for me, if it's all put to bed with the West Ham fans, to be honest with you, I just like the fairy tale of it. I'm so against ex-players becoming West Ham manager because I don't really buy into it. But I do think our next manager could be that to unite the fan base a little bit. Obviously, it's hard to get someone that the fan base doesn't like to unite the fan base. And I think out of all our ex-players that are managers, he's the better option of them all at this current situation. Because I think Carrick hasn't really done it at Middlesbrough. Could he be good? I don't know. But I do think we would be the wrong job for Frank to take right now.
Yeah,
I think in future, I'd like to see it put to bed a bit. Him come back over with his dad, line it up for a few years or a couple of years. If he's doing well, done well, then come in and maybe be the manager. Be quite a nice ending to it all.
I mean, that sounds like a fairy tale. Let's see if it could happen. I just can't. In my head, I just can't ever.
I know a lot of West Ham fans will not agree with me on this whatsoever. I know that. And I just, it's a bit of our history that I don't like now. As I've got older, it's a bit that I don't like, and I'd like to see it rewritten.
Yeah.
For his dad.
Yeah.
His dad's older now. Before his dad leaves us, I would like that to happen. I would like the fan base to say, you know what, we were wrong, you were wrong. Let's have a hug. It's a little bit. There's a bit of me that really it's really funny. I don't know why I want that either, but I do really want that.
He's just an old romantic, Sam. Can you imagine if he won us a trophy as well?
Imagine. It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? How could you? Yeah. Well, anyone, I want your comments. I know you're all going to fly into me on these comments of Lamps maybe taking over. But I am saying that with a caveat. Would I want him to come into manager today? No, I think the club's in a mess, to be honest with you. And I think having a younger, inexperienced manager right now is not who we need. I also don't want... I don't know, he works with the board. I think there needs to be something in place. I think if he goes and does well at Coventry and there's a make-up in somewhere, then I think in future I'd like to see it. That's my actual answer. But what do you think? Anyway, hit subscribe, comment, go easy on me. I know you're going to have a go at me on this one.
Let him have it.
And I'll see you all soon.
Let him have it.